Hello, it's Pupmeister, and it's a bit of a rainy day, so I thought I might show you something inside. We will take a tour of my underground village today, and also my XP trap, and give you a view of what's going on. So let's get going. All right. So this is where I actually started my XP trap. It's all underground here. It's a 20 by 20 foot square, so it's larger than this room underneath. But it's basically, if you want to picture it, it's a very typical mob XP trap. It's a big square box. And if you want to picture it with, sort of like a window with two perpendicular lines through the center of it, those are rivers which run to the center and then drop them down to a box where we can kill them for XP, which I will be showing you shortly. But beyond that, I did it again. So there's two levels identical to what I just described that drop down the same hole. So let's go take a peek. Like I described before, the fastest way down is to jump down a hole with water at the bottom. One thing you never want to do is push like you're moving while you're dropping down the hole, because then you might hit the side, and that's not very pleasant. So let's check out our mob trap. Wow, we got lots of guys in there right now. So let's just chop, chop, chop away. Chop, chop. Got lots of XP coming my way. Oh, more guys coming down. And if they're beyond my reach, like this, I've also installed a couple pistons so that I can push them forward if necessary. And there we go. Okay. So, and they keep dropping. So anyway, you can tell I started on level 5. Now I'm level 8. So lots of mobs have dropped down. Lots of creatures. I actually, the other day, I actually had an Enderman in here. I didn't think I could trap one of those. I thought they'd just teleport away, but somehow he got into the river and dropped down here. So who would have thought? Now, if you're not familiar with these traps, got some glass up here so I can see who's in. Like I said, I put a couple buttons with pistons at the back to push them forward, which is really weird because, as you can tell, I can hit the back wall with my sword, but I can't hit something in front of it. So yeah, thank you, Minecraft, for that bizarreness. So anyway, once again, some more XP. So I have some hoppers here, as you can tell. And those hoppers are connected to hoppers underneath, which come to this trapdoor and empty into the chest down there. So you can see all the stuff from the creepy crawlies end up in this chest, and I can just pick them out at my convenience. Now, I also have an underground village. The way that came into being is I searched my entire world for a village. And the closest I ever came was 2 houses and a well. And those villagers like to go outside first thing in the morning when there were still creepy crawlies out there. And they all ended up dying. So I had no villagers. Now, as you can tell, one of the beautiful things about glass is that nobody can see you. So creepers will not explode on you. But I will push them forward so I can get rid of them. Oh, and there's another guy. So as you can tell, constantly guys falling down here, which suits me just fine. Double-decker stacked up there. And anyway, since I didn't have since I didn't have any villagers or a village anywhere, I decided I would heal some zombies and make them back into villagers. So I created a door on the side there, as you can tell, and if I received a zombie villager in here, I would kill everything else, but I would leave him. And I would come up here, and I would throw the switch. I'm not going to throw it too long because a creeper could fall or something. And then he would come out and chase me. And I didn't have this here before, so I would basically wander in here and put a fence post here, so he would be trapped in there. At which point, I would come over here, and I have a splash potion of weakness, which you need in order to turn a zombie villager back into a zombie. And then you also need a golden apple to feed them. And then the process of them becoming back into a villager would begin. So once I had a villager, or once I came up with the plan to create some villagers, I needed a place for them to stay. And being way down here, I mean, I'm sure you may have tried to push a villager. Well, good luck pushing them up this ladder. You know what I mean? So I was stuck with, okay, well, if I want a village, it's gotta be down here somewhere where I can push them very easily and get them into the village, because they certainly weren't going to go up a ladder. And any other thing I had to do to get them to the surface would just be too much of a pain. So I started creating a village, and I did it right in here. When I was pushing the villagers in, I left the door open. But now that there's villagers in there, I just use the button on the side. So I just use this button right here, and it just temporarily opens the door so no villagers can escape, and they can't push that button. And welcome to my village. So this is my underground village. I created a lot of little rooms because all you really need are houses. And the village population kind of goes by how many doors you have. And so as you can tell, I've got double doors on everything. Well, looks like there's a bit of a party in here. I've got double doors on everything, and I've got a couple iron golems around. I try to light everything properly, but just in case I miss something somewhere and a creepy crawly turns up and I'm not around, I'm hoping that these guys will take care of them for me. So we've got a little farm for them. I've got grass for them and trees, a fake sky with clouds. It was not easy getting grass down here, let me tell you. I had to use a sticky piston, and I had to grab a piece of grass from way up top. You can look up the window here. I guess it's nighttime, so it's hard to tell, but you can kind of see where the surface is way up there. And I had to drill down next to it and keep activating it so it would keep pulling down the piece of grass until finally it came down to here. Because grass will only grow if there's grass next to it. So that was quite an experience getting grass down here, but I did it. And the only other thing that makes a house is sunlight must be shining in front of the doors. So as you can tell, I've got these double glass windows, skylights, if you will, to the surface, so that in the day, in front of both double doors, there will be real sunlight. And so it counts these as houses. And there have been villager babies, so, you know, they're doing their thing on their own. Yeah, I made all these different houses and plants. Brought some chickens down here, trying to make it as real as possible for these guys. And then I can trade with them as well. There's a bunch of guys in here. And of course, with the different guys, you can trade all kinds of different things. The more you trade with them, the more things that open up and that they will trade with you. I also had a little fun up here and just, you know, had an art display and tried some of the obvious secret doors, you know, like that one. Couple signs behind, and then you can post a double, a large painting, and you can walk right through it. So it's kind of a easy secret door, but most people know about that one. So I was just having some fun and trying some different stuff. Oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me. Okay, and then I guess the one other thing I did was, again, just for fun, created a secret room down here. This is one place the villagers can't go because they float, so they can't get down here. And just to keep the water from flowing in here, just put a sign, and that prevents water from flowing. And so up we go again. Whew. Okay. And I always like to get rid of my eggs before I go do the machine gun egg. Ooh, two little chickens. 2 little chickies. So the eggs just keep on coming. Every once in a while I have to get rid of a few chickens, or I'm going to have a chicken takeover here. So anyways, that's how my underground village works, with all the skylights and the villagers. Obviously it's nighttime. Even though they're underground and there's no creepy crawlies around, they still hide inside during the night. It looks like morning is coming because you can kind of see light up there now. So they'll be coming out of their little cubbies. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Gotta love steak. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, that's good enough for now. Oh, here they come. So I'm leaving. Might as well kill another creepy crawly skeleton while I'm at it. And there you have it. So that's my little mob XP trap and my underground village. And again, if you want any information on, or you want me to make one that you can see whether it's an XP trap or going through some of the underground village stuff, by all means ask questions, and I'll be more than happy to either make a video or straight up answer any questions that you may have. And I tried to make a secondary, very basic mob trap in here. I just kind of made a big room with a river running through it, which drops them into the middle there. But it didn't really work. It's not the right kind of mob trap, and I just thought, you know, I would experiment with some stuff. But that gives you an idea of what's happening in the real mob trap. It's just that there would be 4 of these, and they would be equally spaced, so they'd be in the middle. And then there'd be another river flowing here, another river flowing there, and another river flowing back the other way. And they would all drop down into the same hole. So at least that kind of helped with the explanation of my other mob trap. And as you can tell, the rain has gone, so it's another beautiful day in PMW, Pupmeister's World. So I hope to see you again soon. And by all means, like I said, if you have any questions, ask away. I'll be happy to help. Until next time, see you soon.